Hey, it's Wednesday, time for their Action Figure Adventures video here on SEO Toy Review. Today, Baby Skeletor and I are taking a look at my haul from Zolocon. Zolocon is a toy show run by Zolo World, a small independent toy company. They make action figures like Realm of the Underworld, as well as cases for action figures to protect the carded figures. They host a show every year. This was the first time I got to attend because it was the first year that it didn't fall on Toy Fair. Anyway, let's get into it. The first thing I have to show off is Disco Skeletor. This is from the 2000X series. His card back is not in the best of shape, but I had to get this figure. It's such a weird repaint, and I needed him in my collection. You can see there's some creasing up there at the top. Zolocon is held at the Fuge, which used to be an actual centrifuge where they trained NASA astronauts in the early days of the space program, and now it's sort of a space you can rent out. It's a little bit awkward. It's neat for the historical aspect of it, but it's a little bit odd for a show. Mainly the lighting is kind of dim. Next up, I've got Night Creeper Leader. I've been collecting a lot of the 90s figures if I can get them inexpensively on card. I've debated, there's a few that I kind of want to open just to get like perfect figures and all the accessories, but most of them I keep carded. I actually haven't opened any yet, although I'm very tempted to open a few of them. Just because it's basically cheaper than trying to buy them loose. Also picked up the yellow Beachhead, which I need for my collection. I'm definitely keeping him carded. I am a big Beachhead fan. I don't think that the Beachhead, this 90s Beachhead is that amazing. I love the original Beachhead, but it's kind of cool to have him since it's the other version of the character. I also picked up the other paint version, which I think is the superior one, at least of this sculpt, even though, like I said, it's not the best sculpt. I don't like the helmet over the mask. And the last carded figure I picked up was DJ. DJ's got the little rock and roll figure there, who looks like Repeater, except with rock and roll's head on it, from the microfigure collection. Unfortunately, I did not notice that the card actually has this like melt mark there. This was in a star case when I bought it, so I didn't actually touch the card itself. It was in one of these clear cases, ironically not a Zolo case at Zolocon. I don't know if that was damaged later or if that was damaged by the heat press. It almost seems like the heat press that seals these cards on might have melted that originally. Nothing can fall out, the hole's not that big, but I thought he was in slightly better condition when I picked him up. I picked up a Blue Centurion from Power Rangers Turbo. Next, I picked up the Echo Warrior Villain Cesspool. I needed a Cesspool mouthpiece. I had this guy as a kid. He was the only Echo Warriors figure I bought as a kid. And the little knob there on the front of his helmet eventually got lost. A long time, actually, after I was already a collector, it somehow disappeared. So I needed it for my collection. Trying to track down that helmet can be a pain, so I just bought the whole figure. I picked up a Power Rangers Ninja Storm Tori figure. This is the Blue Ranger from Power Rangers Ninja Storm. These aren't the best action figures, but they're indicative of the time. She has a wacky wind power feature here where she can do a kick. I guess if I pose her leg out, maybe this tornado kick would be... Whoops, her arm gets in the way. Woo! Power of wind! Hi-ya! What's the story, Morning Glory? I picked up one of the neutrinos from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I picked up an Alpine figure because I need his machine gun to complete mine. This figure came with his backpack, his gun, his pickaxe, and they included the wrong grappling hook with him. This is actually out of the duffel bag that came with Hit and Run. But, like I said, I was just buying him to get the gun. These Captain Planet heroes and villains were packed together. I got Dr. Blight and Linka. Linka was the last of the Planeteers I needed, so I had to pick these up. Next up is Wildcard, the driver to the Mean Dog. He's got a peg broken off in his foot, but this was a figure I was buying just for his machete. I have him already with the backpack and the helmet, so I'll take a look at him and compare him. If this one is in better shape than mine, you know, this one will be the one in my collection, but I needed that knife. Snarf, Snarf! The pack-in Snarf that came as an accessory with Lion-O from Thundercats. I got the Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger Movie Edition figure. She's got the foil vac metal looking armor there. She comes with a blaster and a power coin in pink. The card back's not the best. I think I already have her loose, so I'll probably keep her carded, but if I don't have her loose, I might just open it up to get a nice minty version of the movie Pink Ranger. I got a Cobra Bat. That's Bat with 2 A's. Bat. Bat. This is the Armor Tech Bat from Star Brigade. It's the one Armor Tech character that actually works for me because it's already a robot. His spring-loaded missile launcher mounts under his arm. He comes with tons of yellow weapons that came on a tree. He's got this little laser blast that looks so tiny compared to him. Second missile. He's got a machine gun. And this laser weapon, which I think is the best accessory for him, he can't actually hold because of the little flares on the end of the handle and the way his hands are molded with a square grip. And he's got his figure stand. I picked up some Ninja Turtle accessories. I got Rocksteady's gun, Space Cadet Raph's helmet, and Shredder's cape. I also picked up Baxter Stockman's wings. I swear I bought a Baxter Stockman, and I can't find him anywhere. So now at least I've got his wings. I got a RetroCon 2018 pin while I was at Zolocon. My friends Rose and Tony were there promoting their show. Picked up a Toad Stormtrooper from Bucky O'Hare. G.I. Joe Mega Marines Monstro Viper. I guess I'm army building these guys now. Picked up the Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue Titanium Ranger, the first American exclusive Ranger. There is no Sentai footage of the Titanium Ranger. He was completely created for the American version of the show. My final pickup from Zolocon was a Cobra Eel from G.I. Joe. I needed a spear gun and a mouthpiece for this figure, and since he's a great army builder, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to buy a complete one, and, you know, my incomplete ones can still hang out with them. And that's my haul from Zolocon. Thanks for watching this Action Figure Adventures video. Do Baby Skeletor a favor, hit that like and subscribe button.